Now, we've heard stories, anecdotes about so many players, right? Some who've been lethal, some who went on to become greats of the game, legends of the game, and some on the other hand who had the potential to become the greats of the game, but unfortunately could not live up to that potential. For whatever reasons, right? Today we bring to you the story of this bowler who was arguably the fastest ever bowler to have stepped onto the cricket field. Yes, Australia's Jeff Thomson, somebody who played in the 70s largely, has been cited as the fastest ever bowler to have ever played the game of cricket. And this is not just by one or two people, but by multiple players across the world, which includes the greats such as Sunil Gavaskar, Viv Richards, and many more. Therefore, it's very important that we understand the story of how quick and how great a bowler Jeff Thomson was.
Pretty vicious ball, that one.
Now, looking at his action, which was a bit peculiar, the fact is that he never truly bowled. He was like almost throwing a javelin. That is the impact with which he bowled. That is how each batter and even the wicket keeper, Rod Marsh of Australia, felt. Rod Marsh, who kept the wickets against many great bowlers, is on record stating that he believes Jeff Thomson at his peak was bowling upwards of 180 kilometers an hour. And yes, it is unimaginable. Now, the unfortunate bit is that at that point we didn't have speed guns. We couldn't measure the speeds as such. So it will always remain a mystery as to whether he truly touched the 180 mark or not. Nevertheless, so many anecdotes pointing towards the same direction means that he was truly special. Now, because of his action, he hit the ball behind his back for the most part of it, which is why the batters could only see the ball once it was already halfway down the pitch, therefore making him all the more scary and of course dangerous. Richie Benaud famously called him the slingshot. In 1975, scientists measured his speed and clocked him at 160.6 kilometers an hour. But you know what the funny part is? Or rather, the interesting part, it is that they measured it at the time when the ball had reached the batter, which is when it already slows down quite a bit. While modern speed guns measure it right out of the bowler's hand. Therefore, one could easily imagine that he was bowling upwards of 170 for sure, if not 180. Can you even imagine it? For me, just imagining it is out of this world completely. We likely saw the fastest ball ever bowled 50 years back. But unfortunately, the technology then was too primitive for us to actually take note of it. The 1975 World Cup game against Sri Lanka, he hit one guy in the head who was rushed to the hospital. And he again hit one guy on the foot. It didn't just break the foot, it tore through the canvas sneaker. Can you imagine the impact? A policeman reportedly walked into the dressing room and asked, "Who do I charge with assault?" A 95 miles per hour delivery hit David Lloyd in his groin. It didn't just crack the protection, it literally disintegrated it. David Lloyd kept it in a glass jar as a souvenir. Now we come to the what if ending. The fact is that the alien version of Thomo, where he was invincible, where he was unplayable, where he most likely was bowling between 175 and 180, lasted only for 2 years, 1974 to 1976. Slightly longer than 2 years, or almost 3 years. Christmas Eve 1976, while going for a catch, he collided with his teammate, Alan Turner. His shoulder, as a result, was crushed. He went through surgeries, a lot of rehab, but once he returned, he was fast, but never as fast as he was during his peak. We witnessed a supernova. It burnt the brightest, but it burnt out fast. Well, thank you very much for watching, and bye-bye.